everybody. I was hoping to start a little bit earlier today, but I had a very important phone call, so I had to do that first. So we'll just wait for a few minutes and while I'm waiting for people to join. Chrissy here. It's a lovely day and a little bit overcast, but we've had some rain here and a bit of a storm the other night. Really looking forward to that stormy weather, sitting back in the chair where we can look out the back and have the door open and just watch and listen. You know, that stuff that happens in the afternoon. I really enjoy that. Got a bit I've got written down today. Marjorie Taylor Greene, will she be banned under the 14th Amendment? Now, hi Renee, hi Bonnie Russell. The case in North Carolina for Madison Cawthorn was dismissed, so they didn't succeed there. Will they succeed in Georgia? Different judge. Trump, January 6th. Are they getting closer to proving the DOJ? Will Stacey Abrams win? Now? She's currently got a case in Georgia to say, look, hi Wild Heart, we want to be able to start raising money before the 24th of May. And the judge said, well, that's a statute. But there's somebody else who's taking on the GOP in Georgia, Brian Kemp's party, he's in there as well. He's a GOP as well, who's asked for them to be able to not be allowed to start raising money till the 24th either. So, because apparently Kemp's party's doing all sorts of, naughty things. But we'll have a look at how her journey to the vote is going. Will Putin go back into Ukraine? Will Putin go into Ukraine via the Donbass region? So we'll have a look at that. Well, okay. Will he be gone by May 9th? Will P be gone by May 9th? Unfortunately, there's a lot of people under him who are just happy to carry out his orders. We'd like to say it's all one man, and once he goes, this invasion will pretty much, fade away. But you'd like to think that people are just, some of the generals and people there are happy to be doing what they're doing. Hang on a minute. I've got a tab flashing at me. Okay. Hi, Viviane. Linda B. Hi, Karen Bissell. So we'll have a look, see if Putin's still going to be there by May 9th. Gas prices have started to fall a little bit, I understand, in the US. So will they continue to fall? Has Abbott stuffed up? Apparently, he's brought in a new order for enhanced safety inspections for trucks coming in from Mexico to double check for contraband goods and illegal people. And some of these inspections are taking up to 15 hours, causing delays of up to 15 hours. He didn't talk to the Texas Truckers Association or the Transportation Association. He didn't talk to businesses like grocery chains. They're waiting for their produce and all that, and it's causing heaps of delays. And now two major truck crossings with the border into Texas are being blockaded by truckers, Mexican truckers, because of this. Will he lose support from those associations? The some US House Democrats have introduced a bill to require employers to give workers paid time off to vote. It's called the Time Off to Vote Act. We can have a look at the future of that. Yeah, he is a monster. Putin is definitely a monster of the 21st century. But there's still some mini monsters around him as well who you don't want them in power just as much as you don't want him in power. Hi, Geek. Hi, Maura. Hi, Claudia. Absolutely. Men of integrity would have stormed in there and just removed him, saying, look, no more. But they've kept him there. They've allowed him to stay there. Hi, Ann Simpson. How are you, my dear? Yeah. Public holiday. Hi, Caitlin Simpson. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Oh, my goodness. Thank you for joining me, darling. I'll let Caitlin introduce herself if she wants to. And, yeah. Yeah, that's little Whitby. He's getting all excited. Whitby, you're great. That's really nice. And it's lovely that you're joining us. Will NATO intervene in Ukraine now? Yeah. Now, they've already built everything up on their eastern flanks. That's little Whitby for those who haven't heard him before. Chemical weapons. Oh, my Lord. I don't know about the doctor in Florida, but Rick Scott involved with Gaetz? I've gotten that they're not going to be able to pin anything onto Satan with regard to Gaetz. But that doesn't mean he wasn't, or at least didn't have knowledge of it. They're just not going to pin anything on him to Satan. But Satan's got his DeSantis has his own problems. Hi, Patricia Franzino, how are you? Hi, Craig Dixon. Gaetz, when? Is it closer? You know that tarot sucks for time, so asking when. Yes, Slava Ukraini, everyone. Remember, there are a lot of people out there, including my mum, who want to just go and grab that Putin and string him up by his ghoulies. And I think I delivered the message from my mum. Is there enough light here? Please let me know. Or am I coming across too dark? Because I can turn the light on in here. Okay. Is it closer? How is it going? It being the investigation. You can go back to my early readings, which you can do by just going into my channel and going sort oldest to newest. You'll find one in there somewhere where I said that, like, good 2 years ago, that Matt Gaetz was going to be run out of Washington because of a young girl. So, yeah. Well, Jeff Sessions, is he in any legal... in any legal trouble? Jeff Sessions, the former Attorney General. Okay. So let's make a start, guys. Okay. Hi, Joji. Hi, 171 sign in. MTG. Okay. Is she going to be expelled or banned from running under the 14th Amendment? I've got the 8 of Swords restriction. It's also a no card, so I don't think she quite meets the... I think there's a lot of restriction there with that statute, with the 14th Amendment. Chaos. Here's the insurrectionist. But yeah, she was happy to, say, yeah, they did a good job, blah, 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 blah. But there's no... It looks like a good way to get rid of her, but possibly not. Look. Okay, what I'm getting is that she probably won't be banned, but I think the judge might dismiss the case without prejudice, which means that they can come back if she does any further action that might put her on notice. The case... Okay, I don't think her actions are going to quite meet the standard. Yes or no? Letter of the law with the emperor. So unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be successful, but she's definitely going to be put on notice because she was sailing close to the wind, but not enough. I think it might be dismissed without prejudice, which means that I think that they can come back and try again if need be. Yeah. I think she's going to be defeated is she going to be primaried? Yeah, I think she could get primaried. I think that using the 14th Amendment is very, very, you've really got to have everything down pat. And I don't think it's going to quite meet the standard required. But I do feel that she's been put on notice, and also that the case might get dismissed without prejudice. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it'll succeed. I'm sorry. But I do think she's going to get primaried anyway, so she might decide to stand as an independent, but she won't get enough support for that. Hi, Rolandi Baker. Okay. Now, the Mexican recall. Over the weekend, there was a recall vote in Mexico where the incumbent president won by 95%, and he was accused of just using all the old corrupt tricks. So even though, and only 18% of eligible voters voted. So is this Abrados, the Mexican president? Is this, there's fears that this may be a step back because of all the tricks that the president used to win the referendum or whatever it was on a recall vote. And apparently it was 95% in his favour, which I presume is no recall. But apparently he used a lot of the old tricks from the old guard. So is this a warning? Is this a warning? Yes. It would be really easy to upset the balance, but temperance is there to make sure things don't get out of hand. So he used a lot of the old tricks. I know that there's a lot of people who aren't happy with him. How corrupt is this man? He may eventually be forced to walk away. I'm not sure. But, well, he might be turning his backs on the American people. Struggle, success, not the American people, the Mexican people. Let's have a look at the Mexican president. We'll do a bit of a breakdown on him. Okay. So I'm going to do a 7-card overview on him. Okay. So the first card is him. Yeah, Imran Khan's been booted out. Mm-hmm. I told you he'd lose. I told you he would lose. No matter how hard he tried, he would lose and be booted out. So the Mexican president, let's have a look at him. Well, at the center of his world at the moment is an ending. It's coming. There's an ending. He defeated an ending over the weekend with the recall vote, but there are changes that he cannot stop them and he cannot change them, revoke them. So they're unstoppable and irreversible changes coming his way. What are his current influences? So it's like he's stopped a bullet there, but current influences, family. Can you guys hear me okay? We're looking at the Mexican president. Its name's Ebrados. The family card, current influences. But this isn't just family like in wife and children. This is family like nepotism big time. You thought the Trump admin looked bad. What is above him? What is above him? What's on his mind? Clearly on his mind. Momentum, winning. That's all he cares about. Moving forward his own agenda and winning. That is constantly on his mind. What is in his immediate future? Oh, there is some truth coming out. Now, there's a lot of fears that he played a lot of old tricks. I do think that some of this is going to be coming out, a lot of his old tricks. 95% favorability. What's unconscious? What is his subconscious? He will. The middle line is all major arcana. We've got the death card, the momentum card. What is always on his mind is moving his agenda forward and winning at all costs. Subconsciously, every trick in the book, he is unconsciously always trying to think of every way in which he can try to keep power. What past influences or past circumstances are influencing things now? Oh, a tower. So this is the fourth mate. He's got some big stuff coming at him, this guy, this Mexican president. A tower, past circumstances. The tower is going to be exerting some influences on him and his future. So what is the next step for the Mexican president? Oh, travel, movement away. Now that's interesting, the Six of Swords, because remember in the previous thing when I was just laying out some cards, you got the Eight of Cups, and I felt forced abandonment, being forced to walk away. I think that he's just staved off the inevitable here. He is going to go down. I think there's a lot about him that people don't know. He's got some really major big things going to be happening, and these could affect his country as well. I think he's just staved off the inevitable. So expect to see more challenges to his leadership. And perhaps the next one will be successful. Will the next challenge to him be successful? Let's just do a card cut. Will the next challenge to him be successful? That's a yes. The Emperor. Okay. So that's the Mexican president. Hi, Sweet Pea. How are you doing, my dear? And remember, if you want a reading, please email me. It's $30 US. I have to get a mouse pad. Family as in mafia. Yeah. I didn't mean family as in wife and kids. I said the amount of close people around him. Yeah. Or is it family as in cartel? Let's do a card cat. Cartel family? Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Anne. Thank you for the endorsement, Anne. Thank you. Okay. I'm just going to turn the light on because it's gotten very dark here, so I'll be back in just a second. Okay. Thank you both. Thank you both. Let's have a look at Matt Gaetz, and I've got the tarot with keywords here. I'm gonna. It's got reversals in it as well. So. Cuss words, eh? Gad damn it. So Matt Gaetz, let's have a look at Matt Gaetz. Let's have a look at him. How about we do a full cross? Matt Gaetz. We'll do a cut first for the significator. Oh. And it is the 4th of Wands, but it's reversed. So separation, inner harmony, conflict with others, and transition. Might be personal celebration. So I think he's feeling like, haha, nothing can touch me. I'm all that and a loaf of bread. Okay, so this is his significator. I can't say the word. Okay, so we'll put that there. But when I picked it up to have a look at, just picked up up that card, he's really, yeah. I'm happy with myself, personal harmony and all that. Everything's going well, and I'm going to go bigger and further. That could be transition. But look what was under it. Interesting. So, thank you, Greta. How are you, my dear? Okay. Where's he at now? Now, this is the Knight of Pentacles. reversed. It says self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, and perfectionism. Well, I'm going to go, there's absolutely no self-discipline here. And he's always bored. He only looks interested when he's making trouble. Otherwise, he looks like he's stuck. But he's also stuck because of his own actions. Okay? What is Matt Gaetz' challenge or potential? Let's have a look. Okay. He is retreat, withdrawal. Despite his self-belief, it really is, his challenge is going to be able to stop having to retreat or withdraw. Okay, and he's very apathetic. An offer he doesn't want. Where is he going to have to direct his focus? Unfinished business. And a personal transition. Again, with a personal celebration and a personal transition, but that doesn't mean that both are true. Inner harmony, conflict with others, transition. He's really resistant to change. So what he's going to be focusing his efforts to fighting change that is really, really needed for him. Looking at his past. Economy, moderation, frugality, management, and accommodation. Okay. Got the temperance card. I'm a true Republican. That's what he thinks. I've always been a true Republican. They're about fiscal management. Yes. But I'm getting this doesn't apply to his personal. He's totally lost value. When he started, possibly, yes. These were things that really meant something to him. But this is the stuff that was important to him in his past. He doesn't give a rat's about any of that anymore. Sorry, just checking. Yeah. No, stuff that the Republican of John McCain and stuff, you know, the ones that you could work with, who believed in bipartisanship. Those were tenets that were put into him when he was young, but he's totally forgone them. His unique strength, which is also his okay, his unique strength is that he loves conflict, disagreement, competition, and diversity and tension, and he's really good at stoking it. If that's his strength, that's not a strength at all. Okay. He's not that young, but he's pushing 40, for heaven's sakes. The Matt Gaetz 20 years ago, completely different to the Matt Gaetz of today. He's just been totally corrupted. A glance at his near future. Manifestation, the page. Financial opportunity and skill development. Well, apparently every time, for every number plate you punch, you do get paid. Oh, there are so many lovely people who go in there, find them, and take them home. Of course, there's so many who won't make it, but I will do a special reading for the pets. Okay, I'll do that next. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. I hope you've been enjoying the perks of the hot topics of becoming a member. Crazy Cat Lady's the latest person to become a member. Manifestation. But this is disruptive. He's just playing with the opportunity and what is going to manifest itself. We'll have a look at that in a bit. How does he approach things? Oh, his suggested approach: heartbreak, emotional pain, sorrow, grief, hurt. Poor Bubba. Okay, I'm so sorry, I'm just human, I've made mistakes. Uh-oh, this near future is not good for him. Okay, I'm going to have to do a clarifier on that, because his suggested approach: sorrow, heartbreak, I'm so sorry, tears, leech. What does he need to know? They're coming for him. That's what the words that went through my head. Okay. You're going to be going through an extremely unstable time for you, my pet. You're going to be feeling really sorry for yourself. And you're going to try and manipulate people, because that's what he is. He manipulates people. What are his hopes and fears? Well, he hopes that he's going to be able to win after all the hard work of beating back this case, but he fears that he's not going to succeed after all the hard work. And what is the potential outcome? Loss, theft, and abandonment. The star card can mean loss, theft, and abandonment. I was not aware of that. But another reading suggests hope and bright prospects in the future. But loss, theft, and abandonment. People are just going to turn on him. They're just going to, so he's not going to be feeling too good. What's this Page of Pentacles about? Let's have a look. Don't get crude. What do the ghosts of his past have to say about this? Oh, this manifestation pretty much brought up the star card again. Loss, theft, and abandonment. Okay. I had the deck upside down, so it came out upside down, which is arrogance, impotence, and haughtiness. So, because of the way of holding the deck, it came out like that. So, manifestation. He's soon going to get an idea of what his future is going to look like. It's going to start manifesting itself to him. And that's why his suggested approach is hangdog howling at the moon. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't look like he's got all that. And this is a major arcana. So this is a major event. Yeah. What is it about? Tell me more about this Temperance card from the past. The look at the past. Temperance, it came up again. Temperance on temperance. I'm getting, we tried, we were patient, we hoped, we instilled the good in him, we instilled this in him, we instilled that. And we tried. It's like real frustrated parents. I've always gotten the idea that his father just doesn't want to know about this whole business, and he's really disappointed. So it's one thing to help your son get off a drink driving charge, but this, I've always gotten that all along. So I have not looked at Giuliani in a long time. How about we have a look at him? Would you like that? But first, I'm going to get out my lovely animal cards. When he asked about all those poor little animals, all those pets being abandoned in Ukraine because they just can't be taken. I saw some absolutely heart-wrenching photography, one of a man just comforting and saying goodbye to his pet. Yeah. Before he took him back into his home and left him there so he wasn't at least out in the sun. Oh my goodness. Oh. James will tell you I'm a real absolute mess when it comes to animals. Unfortunately, there are some that just won't survive, but others will be. Ten of Cups. There are going to be some who will be with new families. They'll find homes with new family. The Seven of Pentacles. The consequences of other people's actions will catch up to some of these poor little babies. And some will just be hiding out and become strays and hide and survive that way. Yeah, be hermits. Don't be so scared of people for the rest of their lives. But people are kind, and they'll know that a lot of these animals are hiding, and because of the actions of other people, and they'll be able to, some people will put food out and things like that. Okay. Yeah. Did who escape the earthbound plane? Yeah, I heard that about the dog. That's yeah. Hey, James. Sweetheart. He said he'd come out and make me a coffee. So he's under a gag order. Who from? Trump? Rudy Giuliani. Yeah. I am honestly such a huge puddle of mush when it comes to animals. Even spiders and snakes. I'm really not a fan of snakes, but that doesn't mean I want to see a whole, a heap of them killed because of somebody else's federal judge. Hey. And I'm just, puddle of mush when it comes to animals. And I will do a pet special. I spilled some coffee on some of my cards a few days ago, which that doesn't mean I don't look after them when I am using them and they're in their rotation. They all sit in this box and another box there. I take them out of rotation and swap them. I put them back in their boxes. So, yeah. Hi, Clarence. Sweetheart, if you're watching, he sometimes does watch. Yeah, he said he'd come out and make me a coffee, but I'll survive. Comes out. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Almost at the bottom of my coffee. I shall survive. You're under a blizzard warning. Okay, so there's more stuff to look at. Geez, that was hard. is Scott involved in any of Senator Rick Scott involved with any of Matt Gaetz's in the Matt Gaetz fiasco? Entertainment purposes only. Is Rick Scott involved in any of that? Well, I've got the world card. His place in the world is definitely going to be a change with his place in the world. But also, it's global. I never really thought about it because the globe, the world there, the bigger picture. He fits somewhere into the picture, like either in some knowledge or he fits somewhere in the picture, but in what way? But is his place in the world going to? Is his place in the world going to be? What is it? This change going to be? I've got retirement. Now he was only voted in 2018, so is he going to have to leave before? Retirement. He fits into the picture somewhere. Things are definitely going to be a struggle for him. What's on the bottom here? The rule of law and stability. There's definitely going to be a change with that too. Is he going to come under the... Is he going to be implicated? Here's another transition card with the Six of Swords, like he's going to navigate his way through this. Is Rick Scott going to have to retire or resign due to this, due to the Matt Gaetz thing? There's definitely some detail. There is some details coming out about it. Pretty shoddy. There's definitely, yes. Now, he'd be wanting to do it before the buy. Yeah, thank you, sweetheart. Somebody asked me to do a reading on the animals in Ukraine. Yeah, got a bit teary. You know what I'm like. Yeah. Especially since I did HBF, any cuddly animal, I'm like, bleh. When we were doing HBF, IVF, they put you on all sorts of things. There's one word that starts with E that James still gets pale when it's mentioned. And I used to sit there after they dosed me with it and be like, the HBF teddy bear, which is a really cute little teddy bear, would come bouncing on the television and I'd start crying because he was so cute. Yeah. So I wasn't much of a crier before that. I would cry in some movies, but yeah, after that, it's like not as bad as I used to be, but still. Yeah, so he's definitely tied up in some way. There's something in the details that's going to make a change to his place in the world, and there's definitely stuff going to be coming out to show some implication. Will he have to resign? Well, if he does resign, he'll want to do it before November, because then at least DeSantis will be able to appoint a Republican senator in his place till 2024. If he doesn't, good chance that if he has to resign, it'll be a Democrat senator being put in his place. So. Okay. Will NATO intervene if Russia using chemical weapons? I think this is part of the some of those weapons, just the gas or whatever from them, or contaminated soil, just has to drift over into a NATO country, and so, or the effects just have to be felt by one of the NATO countries. And I think it's part of this build-up on the eastern flank of NATO countries due to the chemical weapons use. Is this their response to chemical weapons? 10 of Swords. No, it's not the response to chemical weapons, but it is a message. So it's not the response to to alleged chemical weapons use, but they do feel that that is it's just not on. So while it's not a direct response to that, it is a message. We are watching and we will be ready to go at the drop of a hat. They are prepared to put everything they can behind stopping him. But weapons and technology, but people know that they have to stop at people. They're not the knight in shining armor, which means that, they can't be looked to every time there's a conflict to come and save the princess. Not that, no, it's fine. Okay. Not that Zelensky and Ukraine are princesses. I mean, please don't take that the wrong way. It's just that they will defend their countries, okay? They will defend their countries. But they have to send the message out too, that we will defend our own. That they will help in every way they can, apart from men. So, you know what I mean? They can only do so much. But there will be the knight in shining armor if any of this drifts over and starts. It's a bit of a tricky one. The Knight of Swords, charge in defense. Yeah, if any, I think that if any other places within, if it can be proven to within reasonable belief that contamination drifted over into NATO countries from areas targeted in the Ukraine, they will charge in. But it has to meet a certain standard. They can't just, charge in like a knight in shining armor. But if that standard of proof They can. In the meantime, they will do everything they can to give Ukraine and other countries every tool. What's happening with those planes? Will they get to friggin' Ukraine? Will those friggin' planes get to Ukraine? Seven of Swords. Temperance. It will help even things up. But, yeah. Okay, I think Poland's not going to get that final release until every plane is replaced. So you've replaced 5 of the 7, but you haven't replaced the 2. You've got to replace the 2. So they won't do that final release until then. Then it will help even things up. Yeah, that's what I said. And yes, it's that proof. Yes, reasonable belief, and that the result of that chemical attack will drift over into NATO countries. Yes, that I did say that they will be able to charge in. Will that be enough to deter Putin? Yeah, he might stay where he's at with that. It might be enough to deter Putin from using them. But, because he's not stupid. Well, I'm glad that NATO say that if he deploys chemical weapons, they'll go in, because chemical weapons, they get picked up. They get picked up in the wind. They get into the water, or, all of that. The contamination would not stay. Yeah. Yes, is that true? Did some Russian soldiers hi Shelby Lisa, get contaminated? I think I looked at this the other day, didn't I? Yeah, that Chariot, yeah, they're going to start getting sick. And it's, how sick, I don't know, but yeah. He did I think the ghost guns too, that's the big thing. I'm going to have a little bit more at that between now and Thursday, and we might have a look at the ghost gun issue and Biden's handling of that on Thursday. Now, has Abbott stuffed up with his enhanced security checks, safety inspections? Chat Wadsworth. Yeah. Yeah. Those guys will feel the ill effects for the rest of their lives. Some of their lives may even be shortened. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he has. He's stuffed up. Loss and regret. He's going to lose support of the Truckers Association. He's losing the support of the truck, because the truckers are losing money. The trucking companies are losing money. Their clients, the merchants, are losing money. Time is money. And he went ahead and did this. He didn't consult any of them. He stuffed up. Will he lose their support? Oh, he's quite possibly. He took a huge misstep. And he's going to have to be really, really careful. But I think quite possibly he's already lost their support. Hi, Deborah Cal. Mariupol has will Russia unleash a chemical? Are you asking the question, Claudia? Will they unleash one, or you want clarification on that? Hi, you Grandma. Has he unleashed a chemical attack on Mariupol? The Queen of Cups, tinctures, medicine, chemicals, they did, right? Yeah. Will NATO react? Cautious. Getting not as much as people would hope. Will not NATO just throw caution to the wind and do the right thing? Yeah, it's building up to that. Well, I think the next couple of days is going to show if NATO will do what they said they would. Something was flashing at me. Wet Bay, everyone's saying good morning. Okay, the Time Off to Vote Act, will it pass the House? I'm fine, thank you, my dear. Almost back to 100%, which for me is 100% for me is about 85% for everybody else. But yeah. Change. That's a good sign. So we'll leave it at that. Yes, it could vote that pass the House, then it's got to get past the Senate. Now that's a different thing, but it will pass the House, I think. Jeff Sessions, is he in any legal trouble? Thank you for your understanding for me wrapping up a little bit early the other day. Yeah. support, 3 of Cups, Judgment, Seven of Cups. Okay, I do feel like there might be some he definitely going to feel some judgment on some things, but it's going to be a big lesson to him. I feel like there might be with Seven of Cups obscuring things, gaslighting, of supporting efforts to gaslight. He fought very hard to keep the DOJ independent of Trump, but of course Trump didn't like that. But that doesn't mean he did everything perfectly. There is some anxiety in his future, but he will be okay. Okay, I do feel like he's going to definitely be have to answer some questions and depositions and stuff. And I do feel there's some anxiety ahead for him with regard to possibly thinking of future things. But this is a card of autonomy, the security. He did fight hard to keep the DOJ autonomous from Trump. But yeah, I don't know that it's going to be legal trouble. I think he's definitely going to be asked to come and be deposed or give some testimony at some stage, possibly going back to the Mueller report and stuff. So he might be subject to a subpoena and stuff. So he's definitely going to have to face some proceedings. But whether he's in like trouble ending up in jail trouble, no, I don't think so. Unless he's found in contempt of Congress or something. But yeah, there are some things he's going to have to answer questions about, assessment. So I think he's going to be called to testify in front of one panel or another, because there's so many things happening with investigations into the Trump administration. Unless he defies a subpoena and is found in contempt of Congress, no, he's not in legal trouble, but he is feeling pretty anxious about things that could come up. Okay. I don't know that he said that. I think it was Stephen Miller who implemented that. I think his opinion may have been that, yeah, they could do it, but will he get into trouble over that? He's definitely going to face judgment over that, but yeah, that's probably the judgment card. And he's probably going to be testified. I think that's possibly what he's going to be called in to testify about and depose about. And it is going to cause him some anxiety. But yeah, I don't see him being thrown into jail or anything. Yep. Yeah, I won't be doing a session this coming Sunday. It's Easter Sunday, so I'm going to take that off. But I might do a Not Quite Friday the 13th special on Friday nights, Saturday morning sort of thing. It's the 13th tomorrow, so so I'm thinking of doing that, but I won't do like a live stream this coming Sunday because it's Easter Sunday. But yeah, let's see. It was Miller too. Yeah, I did a quick reading on him the other night for the Hot Topics. And if you want to see the Hot Topics videos, you'll have to become a member. Night Clarence, $3.99 a month. Hi, Bez Lotzian, Beck Lotzian. Hello and welcome. How are you? It's actually relatively quiet and chaos-free today, isn't it? Pretty quiet and chaos-free today. Hi, Sean. How are you? I had something to thought about doing. Giuliani. What is going on with Giuliani? Hi, Estelle Harrington. Haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back, my dear. Yeah, I was just announcing that I won't be doing a live on Sunday morning for Easter Sunday. But I am going to do a not quite Friday the 13th special. I'm gonna schedule that sometime today. So for Friday we'll do a spooky special. So if you want to join in the fun there, and you can email me if you've got some places you want me to check out. There's my email there, footprinttarot@gmail.com. So if you want to, or you can put a comment on this video if you want me to look at a particular place for the spooky special. And if you want a reading, of course, you can email me at footprinttarot@gmail.com. How long will that general last, I wonder? Guides of the highest truth and compassion. Will that new general last long? Oh, we've got doubtful future there, so we won't go any further because you don't want to wish even on the nastiest people. But yeah, so let's have a look at what's going on with Rudy Giuliani. Yes, there is. There's a relatively new dog. They moved in a few months ago, and he likes to get whippy. Going. This week I'm also going to be doing a new pre-recorded video. Not sure whether it'll be a Hollywood mystery, a hidden treasure, a World War II mystery, or something like that. Not sure yet. But if you're a member, you will see it 36 hours before everyone else. So I'm looking to post that for members on possibly Wednesday night my time, tomorrow night, and you'll get to see it 36 hours before everyone else. So yeah. I did a video a couple of weeks ago and the sound wasn't on. And rubbish truck. And so I thought, okay, the subject doesn't want me to read on it, at least not yet. I'm going to have another go at that. And it's a World War II mystery. So, Knight of Pentacles. Everything has come to a halt for Rudy. And he needs lawyer. He really, really needs better representation. He'll get the representation he can afford. Everything's come to a screeching halt for Rudy. What's his challenge? His challenge is actually getting people to work with him. They don't want to know him. They don't want to be known as representing Rudy Giuliani and stuff. He's barking at the rubbish truck, Shelby. Yeah, Rudy Giuliani. Mm-hmm. What's at the base of this reading? The GOP, the mess he gotten himself in with the GOP and some members of his family as well. Some members are sticking by him. Quite a lot have just said, no. His granddaughter's one, and she's come out and said, I just can't. Sorry, Grandpa. I love you, but no. You know? He's the bestest guard dog. Good boy, Whippy. Good boy. You're a good boy, aren't you? You're the bestest little doggy. And also, if you remember, I do a 10-minute hot topic video every weekday, Monday to Friday. So, okay. Past influences. The 9 of Cups, greedy merchant. It's not just his attitude. He stepped on a lot of people to get where he was. There was this whole other layer to him that people just didn't see. I think some people did all along. But he hooked up with the ultimate greedy merchant, Trump. Good boy, Whippy. Good boy. What's above him? He needs rest. He needs rest. He needs to withdraw. But he won't. And this is not a strength. He doesn't know when to stop and step back. And he needs to do that. But in the past, it's been a strength, him not knowing how to give up. But not now. Not now, it's not. Glimpse of his immediate future. The King of Wands. Yeah. Or Trump. Or Trump, meaning his efforts to help Trump keep power, etc., etc. I hope that's not too loud in the background. What's his attitude? Suggested attitude? Oh, my goodness. 10 of Swords. Now, this can be either two ways. It can be either lie down and take your punishment or stab everybody you know in the back. What do you think Rudy's going to do? Will he turn and stab everybody he knows in the back? I might do a clarifier on that in a bit. He does, yeah. It could be just back off and just stop fighting so hard. Let things happen because you're in deep trouble if you don't. What he needs to know. That his efforts to claim a false victory for Trump, his efforts to unseat the victor will be with him for the rest of his life. People will look at him as he walks past and they will talk and they will whisper. There's no cheering crowds here. Have a look. This person is stiff and he's the messenger and all that, but people aren't cheering him. They're looking at him. They're talking amongst themselves. They're not happy to see him. There's a couple who are taking in the message, but others who aren't. So there are a couple who are putting up their wands to get that energy, but there's others who aren't. They're like, no, we're not going to be part of that. So his efforts have isolated him from these people, and it's because of his actions. What are his hopes and fears? He hopes that everything's going to go his way with investigations, but he fears that it won't. This is the Knight of Wands, the investigator, and he's hoping he can put a restraint on investigations, but he's fearing that he won't be able to. So what is the potential outcome for Giuliani? Rudy Giuliani might do more than one cards, we'll see. Offer he doesn't want. The devil, you have to pay the devil his dues. He's going to be, it's not going to be nice. He might not end up in jail due to health or whatever, but he's not ever going to be free of this. Will he end up serving some time in prison? There's going to be hidden obstacles to that, and I suspect that might be his health. But that doesn't mean he won't get indicted. That won't mean he won't be under house arrest and stuff. But it's going to follow him for the rest of his life. Besides Putin, will any of his inner circle minions stand trial for war crimes? Yes. Yes. A couple of them are dead. So their trial will be with their maker. But yes, others will be held, stand trial for war crime. Yes, Claudia. Lavrov, I don't know about Lavrov, but he's definitely going to find himself out of a position, I think. He's not going to have any power when all this is over. So don't, but I'm getting a big yes. Let's have a look. I will close my eyes and I will try to picture Putin. Putin will be held accountable, okay, in one way or another, but definitely, in a tangible way. It's just getting him there. That might be the difficulty, but I don't know if they can do him in absentia, but they might. Trying to picture war cries, triumphs, funeral. 1, 2. One really, really tall guy. One quite short guy. And a couple. 3 or 4 of them, maybe. Some of them have already being killed. So, yeah. Oh, I hope that treatment works, Shelby. Please, everyone, send some healing energy to Shelby Lisa's little Stella dog to help her white healing energy to Stella the dog, Shelby Lisa's doggy, to help with the healing so that she doesn't lose part of her ear. Poor baby. Hi, Carter Mancy. You've been lurking. Oh, again, I am so sorry, my lovely lurkers. I am so sorry I haven't said hello before this. And, of course, to everybody who chooses to watch my videos later. I really do appreciate it so much. And, yeah. So thank you so much for that, for watching my videos and for lurking. I cannot believe I didn't say hello earlier. I'm so, as always, I so appreciate the lurkers, and I so appreciate everyone who joins the chat and everybody who watches later. I really do appreciate it, that you take the time to click on my videos and watch them. No, you didn't have any sleep last night, my dear. Oh. Okay, we'll do a couple more minutes. Yeah, there's some. I think I watched Linda G and Sterling last night, and he described people being taken away to concentration camps. And I can remember a few weeks ago telling, when people asked me about the people going or being taken away from Mariupol and all that they were being separated for different things. And yeah, I'm just trying to be a little bit nicer, but yeah, concentration camps. Some of them are being put in there. Not specifically because of possibly some race issues there, but definitely fighting age and things like that. So, yeah. Will they be free? Will those people be freed? It's going to take a while, but yes, I see the gates opening. I see gates opening and people coming out. But don't expect it like anytime immediately soon. I think it could even take a couple of years for some people to be released, but they will be free. Gmail5, you broke your glasses. Oh, my dear. Thank you for saying hello anyway. Okay. How about I get some oracle cards, get a deck of cards, oracles, and we'll see what message Spirit has for us today. And remember, if you want a reading, you can email me. The Elemental Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. It's one of my favorite. Alchemy, Science, Magic. So, guides of the highest truth and compassion. Can you please help me draw a card that will give the message to everybody for the message from Spirit today? What message does Spirit have? And those who have been watching me for a long time will know that I am a mix of science and spirituality. The sun, light. Now, first I'm just going to say what what I immediately get off this is that the sun provides light, it provides energy. It's even a little bit of peak of sunshine. It makes me smile every chance you can get to take advantage of that natural light, of that energy. It helps. I love natural light more than artificial light. But just remember, even in the darkest of times, in the middle of the night, the sun is still there. It's still in the sky and it's still providing light to the world. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean you can't feel the effects of it. So let's have a look at what card number 6, the book says about card number 6. Be grateful for what you have right now. Every day brings new possibilities and opportunities. Concentrate on building your vitality and health. Shine a strong light upon the dark corners. Honesty and transparency are vital. It is not an exaggeration to say that without the sun, most life will perish. Okay? And it is by far the most definitive and important source of elemental energy for our planet. It brings us light, and 85% and is 85% brighter than most other objects in the Milky Way. The sun has magnetic fields flowing across it across it that vary in time and location. Okay. Be deeply aware of the seasonal energies and connecting to them, such as the introversion of winter or the explosion of attraction of energy in spring. And that's coming up, isn't it? We're in that crossover from winter to spring, summer to autumn, if you're in the southern hemisphere. Okay. Use it to find a greater flow and ease in everything from creation of projects to the conception of a baby. If you're trying for a baby, get in your rabbit hutches. So that is a message from Spirit. Use the connection to the sun, use it to shine light on things and the energy that comes with it. So there we go. Anyway, my dears, thank you for joining me. As usual, I love you all and thank you so much. Stay safe, stay strong, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay loving. And I will be back Thursday. Big kiss to everyone. Remember, if you want to catch my latest pre-recorded video 36 hours before everybody else, become a member because I'll be posting it tomorrow night for members. And if you want to watch the hot topics, become a member. The hot topics are members only. Love you all. Bye-bye. Okay.